Hello, my name is Kelsey and welcome to Becoming Home. This week I want to share with you the canvas I painted for my master bedroom. When we first moved into this house, I spent a lot of time and energy decorating the main living areas. You know, the rooms that people would see. But now it's time to give a little attention to the master and make it a calm and relaxing haven. Artwork can be prohibitively expensive to buy. A solution to this is to make your own. But most people hesitate because they're worried about the skill level involved in making something that looks good. But I have a solution. This is a super easy and simple way to create abstract art. So let me show you the method I used. My canvas is a 12 by 24 inch frame from the classic collection at Michael's. I buy these when they're buy one get one free, which is great for my wallet. You can also get these plastic drop cloths from Michael's, but any large piece of plastic similar to this will work. Spread it out, then use a Sharpie to trace the outline of your canvas onto the drop cloth. I did this with the packaging still intact so that I didn't get marks on the canvas. You're also going to turn the plastic drop cloth over for the same reason. That way you can see the outline, but there's no chance of the Sharpie messing up your art. I have 2 cans of leftover paint that I'm using for this project. One is the blue paint that I used on this mirror makeover, and the other is the white paint I used for my dining room table legs. Since I only have these 2 colors, I'm going to mix up some gradations of the blue so that I get an ombre effect. Having the different tints of the same color will give the piece more visual interest, but will also keep the overall vibe calming and soothing, which is what I'm going for. I made these little paint containers by cutting the tops off some water bottles. You can just use your kitchen scissors to cut through the plastic. This is a great way to repurpose your water bottles. I'm using wooden skewers to stir the paint. I know this project is going to be messy, so I want cleanup to be as simple as possible by making everything disposable. Now that I'm finished mixing everything up, it's time to get messy. I started with just the white, drizzling the paint onto the plastic, but keeping it pretty much within the confines of the outline I drew. I then started splattering my other colors onto the drop cloth, being really random and not really concentrating or caring where the colors went. That's the beauty of abstract art, isn't it? You get a lot of impact without needing a lot of skill. I used one of the skewers to swirl the paint together and get more coverage on the plastic. Then I decided there wasn't enough dark blue, so I went back and added some more splotches of that. Next is the fun part. I love the anticipation involved in how the paint interacts with the canvas and how the patterns and swirls transmit to the fabric. You're going to place the canvas down flat on top of the paint. You can then press on the back of the fabric like I did, or you can move the paint around underneath your fingers, or you can lift up the canvas right away. Depending on what you do, you'll have more paint coverage, or you'll have more negative space. Now you lift up the canvas and enjoy the surprise of how the piece turned out. It's different every time. I chose to dry my canvas standing up so that I got some downward movement in the excess paint. If you don't want the paint to run, then you should dry your canvas flat. Because I still had so much paint left on the drop cloth, I decided to go ahead and do another canvas. This is a small 8x8 square. I looked for a pattern on the paint that looked interesting, adding a little more dark blue, and then I repeated the process. Cleanup is super simple. Place all your skewers, paper towels, and paint containers in the center of the drop cloth, then roll everything up and dispose. I love this because I don't have to worry about cleaning off any paintbrushes, palettes, or containers. And here's the completed canvas. I love the calming blue-gray colors, the swirls and the patterns in the paint, the texture and the white space. I love how easy it is to look at and the relaxing and soothing vibe of it. I love how it looks hanging above our bed and how it pulls together with all the other blues and grays in our bedroom. And most of all, I love that it required no skill, just a plastic drop cloth and some leftover paint. What did you guys think? Is this an easy project to tackle? Do you think you get good results? Would your color choices be bold and energizing or calming and neutral? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I'll link the 2 projects I mentioned in the description below. Check out some of my other content by clicking here. As always, thanks to everybody out there watching my channel, and cheers for now.